James says, hey y'all, I had a lead gen site, or I have a lead gen site for home service contractor that started climbing the rankings from 0 listings to now on page 3 to 5 for multiple keywords in a city with a population of nearly 1 million. Good job, James. I've achieved this by purchasing your branded IFTTT network setup, and I post to my blog at least once per week. Going great so far. I'm about to purchase blue chip backlinks and start building out a private link network and slowly dripping highly relevant links to my site. Bradley, what link velocity do you suggest for this type of backlinking? Well, there's a couple things I would say. Obviously, it's going to depend. It always depends. That's my standard answer for any SEO question. Is it depends. However, I can give you some guidelines or parameters that based on like what I do. Number one is go look at the competitors, like who you're competing against, and take a look at their backlink profile and get an idea. Because remember, a lot of local sites, guys, don't typically. It depends on the niche and your city and everything else, but a lot of them don't have a boatload of backlinks. So you want to you got to take a look at the overall backlink profile of your top the top ranking sites, and then kind of get an idea of how many links you think you're going to need, right, based on those other numbers. And then you want to start building them out in a way to where you're not I mean, like for example, you wouldn't want to build 30 links in a week, like 30 backlinks from a private link network in a week to your site, unless you were were competing with sites that had hundreds and hundreds or even thousands of links, right? In that case, you might be able to get away with it. But so, if your competitors are only dealing with 100 backlinks or 80 backlinks or 120 backlinks, somewhere around there, then you might want to start going with 2, 3, 4 links per week. But I would take it really slow in the beginning, because if you're buying blue chip backlinks, if you're buying domains from blue chip backlinks that are really relevant and have really good metrics, you're not going to need that many links for you to get some significant results. So I would start off with 2 or 3 links, maybe right off the bat. Just make sure you're not hitting the same anchor text as you want to have like a brand link, a naked URL, and then perhaps a keyword link. And then give it some time and wait. And you've got to be patient when you start building links like this, because when you build the links, you got to wait a couple weeks, monitor the results, then go add a couple more links. You don't want to go too fast, because then it will look unnatural. So you just have to be patient, and it kind of sucks. But what I find is that a lot of times, especially when you're using really high quality domains that you're purchasing, is that it ends up taking a lot less than you think it will, for the most part, for you to be able to get the kind of results, as long as you're buying good domains when you do it. You'll find out that even though the waiting sucks because you got to be slow, you can still end up getting the I'm sorry, I got distracted by all that noise.
Sorry about the blinks.
No worries. Anyways, if you have really high quality domains, you might think, okay, it's going to take me 20 backlinks that I'm going to have to purchase these domains and rebuild these sites, but you end up being able to achieve the results with only 12 backlinks. Because you were patient and you waited, and those actually took effect. And so that's what's good about that is then you have some, let's say you had already purchased 20 domains, or that was your intent originally. Now you've got essentially 8 domains left in the budget for backup or for reinforcements when you need it, if that makes sense. So you don't want to remember, guys, I always talk about using the bare minimum to rank stuff, so that you always have reserves. You always have stuff left in reserve in case you need it. So, anyways, hopefully that makes sense. You want to add to that at all, Hernan, or anybody?
No, I think that you nailed it. Sorry, Marco, but the anchor text is one of the most important points to control right now. So I think you explained that real good. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would start with just a brand and a URL anchor, and then probably one like keyword anchor of some sort first, just to kind of like prime your site, because you're going to be pushing some juice into it, some decent equity into it from those 3 links, and then from there you can start using some variations of the keywords and things like that in order to start pushing that relevancy.